Just
Yo, I'll tell you what I want. What I really want.
I saw a meme. It made me laugh. It said that that song proved that even when women are given a microphone to tell you what they want, they will still speak gibberish.
That's fair.
Truth.
What's up, boys?
Oh, you know. Oh,
you guys.
Oh, sure.
Little disappointed that I was right. South Park, followed by new episodes of Beavis and Butthead, is not new episodes of Beavis and
No,
Butthead.
it's
New to
Paramount
you.
Plus.
New to you, but not to
New
Peasants.
to the poors.
Fucking peasants.
fucking
God.
whores.
Pay your $5 a month Paramount fee so you can watch this good ass show.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Or $10 if you don't want commercials.
That's a little uppity for me.
I think I have it through something.
Wait, that's what you have on your TV now.
Oh, I have the $10 one?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Under my Well, my
Because that's what I had too, because I was like, I'm not having commercials.
right. Well, my dad the other night, because he had Paramount on his TV too, and I was like, yo, like just cancel it, and I'll load mine on there. And he's like, well, what's the difference? I was like, I don't get commercials. He's like, there's not that many commercials.
Yeah, go right ahead.
And then he watched a show under my account, and I was like, oh, what commercials popped up? He's like, oh, there weren't any commercials. I was like, exactly. You had to watch one ad at the beginning of your show that was a Paramount Plus trailer.
Like, hey, the show's coming up.
Yeah.
You like this one, you might like that one.
Yeah, exactly. And then you get to watch whatever you want the rest of the night and not deal with tampons in your face in the middle of fucking an episode of Ghosts.
I mean, I'm sure there's another place they could go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right up the butthole. That's where they go, right?
I think so.
Yep. It's because they're rigid. And they shove it up there. And pull the tab, and it's like a balloon.
And then there's those things that have wings,
like
so you can fly. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yep. They're like, you could drink a Red Bull, or you can just slap this right on your pussy.
Just slap it on there.
I imagine that's how it, because it's flat, so you put it in your hand and you just go flap.
Yeah. There was a kid the other day
because they're always moist.
Had a Red Bull and he goes, Red Bull makes you have wings. And I was like, did you get that from Wish?
That sounds like something Michael Scott would say.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Red Bull makes you have wings.
What is that? The Creepy Valley or something like that?
Uncanny Valley.
Uncanny.
Oh yeah, the Uncanny Valley of energy drinks.
Ooh, that's a good name for the pre-show.
It's called Red Bulls.
You know what? I will drink to that.
Oh, is that Dave Water?
Dave Water.
Did you see the Borg thing?
The Borg?
Yeah.
Like from Star Trek?
Nope, you didn't look at your TikToks I sent you.
I haven't.
Ooh. This bottle's almost half gone already.
Oh. Or almost half full of air.
I'm about to distributive property some of that in my gut.
In your gunt.
My gut.
Oh, yeah, we should talk about that. I'm going to write that down. Borg. No, Borg. Again, you're very confused. It's funny.
Let me see if I got any TikTok messages.
I
got like
send you TikTok messages because you don't look at them.
Yeah, I never.
Oh, there it is. Why did I not?
I don't look at.
I'm so fucking confused as to how I didn't see any of these.
I don't know.
I'm getting really
the last one I saw was the What I Love About My Job.
I was like yesterday, I feel like.
And TikTok videos, that was like 10 years ago.
A very long time ago. Oh man. Is anybody gonna watch the Superb Owl? Oh, we should do some wings.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm kind of torn whether or not I want to come over here and watch it or just watch it with my mom.
Is your dad gonna be gone or something?
No, well, but with my parents, I should say, because mom's a big Kansas City fan. She picked KC like 3 years ago to be the team that she's gonna follow,
Yeah.
and she legit like follows them.
Huh.
Not just like, oh, I like Kansas City because I like the colors and I like Patrick Mahomes. Like last game we were watching, she rattled off some stat about fucking Kelsey.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't even know that one. She's like, oh yeah, I found it on Google. I was like, wait, you legit look up stats for? And she's like, yeah. I was like, okay, all right, I can get behind this then. Like it's
okay,
an
Rose.
actual, like
Rose,
it's an
okay.
okay, Rose, okay. I'm surprised we're not looking up stats for the Kansas City Chiefs right now.
Tell me more about how Travis Kelce was a quarterback in high school, and that's why he knows how to.
Right? Oh yeah, she mentioned that one day. Like I knew that one, but for my mom to dig enough to know that, like, okay, this is an actual
I feel
fandom.
like she knows more about the Kansas City Chiefs than she knew about when you and Billy were playing football.
Right?
I feel like she knows more about the Kansas City Chiefs than most Kansas City Chiefs fans.
Right.
But it kind of
she's acting like she needs her citizenship for this one.
It reminds me, well, her native citizenship. It reminds me of whenever my grandma watches Oregon football. It's like the sweetest thing. Like she has no idea what the fuck is going on.
Yeah.
Like she's learned. I mean, because by now she's watched so much football that she can't not understand the game. But she doesn't know why. She couldn't tell you a hold is happening, but she knows what a hold means.
Okay. Yeah.
So, but like watching her would like they'll be throwing the ball or running the ball. She'd be like, "Oh, go guys, get in there, go, yes!" You know, just or
Awesome.
don't let them do that, do you?
Right.
She doesn't quite have the vernacular, so she just says whatever comes to mind. It's like the sweetest thing to watch, but she's like she's nerve wracked the entire game.
Yeah.
Right.
That's like kind of how I feel like my dad watches football.
Yeah.
Because he has said, so there was one time in Roseburg, my dad, mom and dad, Robin came over and we watched the Super Bowl.
Last Super Bowl.
Yeah, last Super Bowl at my place in Roseburg. And afterwards, like a few months later, dad says, I don't want to watch football with you and Robin anymore. He's like,
you have to get used to, you have to know what you're getting into.
Right. Exactly. And he's just like, he understands football for the most part, like more than most people that watch football. He gets it. He understands what it is. But there's so many little things that us three pick up on watching a football game that my dad doesn't pick up on. But so Robin and I, we talk the whole fucking
the entire game.
Because we're like, oh, so he did this, blah blah blah. He should have blah blah. Like, yeah, we're
you did this thing called coaching.
Yeah.
Together.
Yeah, together. You know, our armchair quarterbacking. We're armchair quarterbacking. We know that, but we're also, but we also know enough about the game of football to point little things out. Whereas my dad, he enjoys watching football without breaking it down. Which sometimes I wish I could go back to being able to do that. Like, just enjoy it for what it is. Two teams going out there and playing.
That's how I feel about wrestling. I wish I could just go back and watch it without just unconsciously breaking down every match I watch.
I don't think there's a game I can watch that I don't do that. I mean, like I can watch figure skating.
Right.
It's not a game though.
Well, so
I can watch F1 and be like, well, they fucked up. They should have done this and they should have done that. Like.
But yeah, I mean, okay, so TV games. I do that for TV games. We all know that live games, Dave, doesn't have the mindset to be able to break things down.
Live games, Dave.
With my sunglasses on, people are like, hey, are you this? My stance the whole fucking game.
Hey, that guy's dead.
We're up. Yeah, we're up by 50 points. We're down by 20. It's a tied game with 2 minutes left in the fourth.
Hey, Dave.
Yeah. I was like, I'm watching the game. I'm just either that or I'm talking the ear off of someone next to us.
Some unfortunate soul who
Yep.
just thought they got a good deal on a ticket and they have to sit next to Dave.
Yeah, and it all boils down to the same thing.
Yeah.
Am I more high than drunk, or am I more drunk than high?
Because
Because
I think about the fact that I'm probably going to end up getting a season ticket, the one next to you, and like that's the guy next to me is going to have to deal with me, like.
And but that's the other thing too.
I'm just going to bring Bailey too, and he'll sit in a chair like Dave does.
Dealing with one of us at a time, most people could probably handle it. Dealing with all of us together at the same time,
it just the three of us at Fusky Stadium. It was.
Man, that was
like
fun.
we made a seismic impact everywhere we went. Like we did not go unnoticed.
We went noticed.
I there's a part of me that is more than slightly upset that we never got to go to a game together in Washington when we both lived in Washington.
Yeah.
Because when we both randomly found out that we're both moving to Washington within 3 months of each other, we first said, "Oh shit, we're gonna go to Husky games."
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who's playing the Huskies. We're wearing our Duck gear, and they're gonna just be there to fuck shit up. And then I ended up working weekends.
Yep.
For 7 years, and for 7 years, so I never got to see one fucking game. Like the 7 years I was in Washington, I only watched Duck games on replay.
The only game I remember you really getting a chance to watch was the one I drove up to Marysville to watch with you, like when Oregon played at Nebraska.
Yep.
Like that was really the only time you and I were both off the same weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And like that whole first year I was up here was just a total wash. I went to like the Virginia game and that was it.
Yeah.
And then the next year I made it to like 3 or 4 games and then I got back into rhythm. But yeah, I was also still really hurt by sports at that point. I didn't really want to be involved with anything to do with sports because I had just walked away from my job at the paper.
Oh, I was like,
I remember
that.
Yeah, man, it was hard to get my fandom back. It took me a couple of years to really truly enjoy watching sports again. And there were times I would just force myself to be at the game, and I'm just like, come on, this is what you do. This is what you like. This is what you like doing. This is how you have fun. You've always had fun doing this. And like you aren't that guy anymore. You can have fun again.
Yeah.
It was
the same thing, because living up there, and then the whole time I lived in Washington, I think I went to maybe 3 Duck games, not in the same season.
Right.
The drive down from Marysville felt like such a chore. That
from Marysville would be ridiculous.
Yeah. So like you said, you'd lose your fandom a little bit. I did. I really did. And then I moved back, went to the one game with my ex, and then this year didn't have a girlfriend, so I just went to every single game, and it re-sparked that fandom in me because I'm here again.
Yeah.
It's not just an ease thing, but because driving down from Washington every other weekend to watch a game, whew,
it's rough.
That's rough.
It gets rough.
I'm sure. Yeah, I mean, I know it does, and I know that you go through that. But it's So yeah, I completely understand the whole re-sparking your fandom thing.
And Marysville's another hour at least from where I'm at.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, and then my work schedule at the time too was I got off at.
I refuse.
I either got off at 4 p.m. or 2 a.m. So driving down for the games that I did do, it was fucking. It was slamming Red Bulls all the way down, and then slamming them the entire game just to get through it without falling asleep.
They make you have wings.
I've definitely fallen asleep on I-5 more than once.
Oh no, absolutely, I've done it too. You do that drive so often that you learn the spots where you cannot pay attention as much.
Dude, when I was getting my master's, that fucking
Yeah.
driving up to Tigard.
Mm-hmm.
Taggart. Oh god.
That section between
Eugene and Salem.
Yeah, Eugene Salem. It's so
Like
much straight stretch that you're just like, you just zone out. I can't tell you how many times I almost ended up in the fucking grass fields.
6.
Yeah, not many.
But enough.
Enough.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I refuse.
Man, I'm mad now. I'm mad at all adult cartoons except for the new episode of South Park. That's pretty cool.
So from reading stuff about Justin Roiland and how little he actually was involved, I'm okay with him being out.
Yeah, he's basically doing voice talent.
I didn't realize he was so uninvolved.
And like apparently like I knew him and Dan Harmon hadn't talked in a while though.
Right.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah. Definitely.
All right, man. Are you ready for a good ass show?
Yeah. Fuck you, Robin. I got it in first.
That's what she said.
All right, here we are. We're back again.
Yeah.
It's another edition. It's another episode of my show. And I'm going to try to get him to play a Hawaiian guy in a movie. It's Dave.
Maliki fucking shit. I love you in Hawaiian. Huma huma nuku nuku apa wa all over your face. It's Robin.
Christmas Day. All over your face. Hey. Yeah. What's up? And bringing it back around like the snake eating itself. It's one take, Mr. Jake.
It's me, it's JBT. Yeah, back in the saddle again for another exciting edition of my show. You may have recognized the song that Robin was just singing there by Hawaiian pop star Kamanawana Leia. So
was that really his name?
No.
That'd be awesome.
That was a wrestler in ECW though, like Kamanawana Leia.
Perfect.
She was a Hawaiian wrestler.
Yeah, I bet she was.
Oh, it was a chick?
Yep.
It was a fucking chick!
She's a bitch.
It was a dude. Finkel's a horn.
Yeah. Hey, so I sent you guys. Well, maybe I don't remember if I sent it to Dave, but I definitely sent a TikTok to Jake.
Yeah,
I was like,
I watched it.
What is this? Dave, have you heard of the term Borg?
But not in the context.
Not Star Trek.
Yeah.
In the alcohol tailgating sense.
No, I have not.
Oh, okay. Let me see if I can find it real quick, or maybe Jake has. Oh, you sent me a whole bunch of stuff, and how did I not see that?
See?
So I was scrolling through the TikToks, and I see this. I'm like, what is? There's all these chicks talking about it. Yeah, blackout rage gallon is what Borg stands for.
Oh.
Blackout rage gallon. Definitely had to look it up. Hold on. Getting a text about working tomorrow.
about the kids having Borgs and how we
blackout rage gallon. What the idea is these chicks, it's usually chicks, are going to parties. They take and buy a gallon of water. They dump out about half of it. They take a fifth, usually of vodka, pour that fifth in their remaining quarter gallon of water, or half gallon of water. I guess it would be half gallon. Yeah. Then they add like Mio or one of those flavor additives that you would add to water.
Okay.
Add a bunch of it to it. And they walk around the party with that. Then they decorate their jugs and they give them funny names. Let me see if I can find some.
Madam Baguette.
they were doing puns, basically. It's like the dad joke of drinking. Yeah.
Here. There's worse things.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm gonna bet we're gonna see a bunch of these during football season.
Yeah, probably, huh?
Because it's just started. And honestly, like if you're just carrying around one big ass drink, not gonna get roofied.
Hello, teen pregnancy.
And that was also, I mean, one big drink was our plan for like one season.
Oh, I remember doing that for 2 seasons. That big old fucking
fish bowl
that I had, man.
Mm-hmm.
Not always the safest bet,
Okay.
but it might
Not
be
always-
the fun.
That slightly falls into the conversation you and I had, Robin, the other hour ago.
Uh-huh.
The other hour ago. We're adults and we can buy whatever alcohol we want.
Right.
So why would I, like, looking at that now, I totally see how 10 years ago me,
you see the merit of it.
I would be so in, like, we all know 10 years ago me and drinking.
Uh-huh.
Like, I would try for the fucking double gallon.
Dave's going for the blackout Olympics over here.
Yeah, and I'm taking the lids off and chucking
Early
them.
leader.
But you know, late 30s me is just like, that looks painful. Like, I'd rather
I don't
just
want
have
to go through that.
Well,
Like,
one of the things I saw was like, it's a good way because Gen Z has finally figured out, hey, drinking and getting hangovers sucks because we
Mhm.
don't drink water. But if we drink the water with our
Pussies.
drink,
Gen Z.
hey.
oh, I don't drink enough water in my regular life, so I better add it to my alcohol.
I'm not saying you're wrong.
Yeah,
Yeah. We're gonna try it.
Also, this
I'm not
look at-
saying
blown
I'm not saying
out.
we're gonna. What? Why would it be like that? Not saying we're not gonna try it, but yeah,
no,
it's,
it's definitely like this.
We're
Hopefully.
definitely gonna have a Borg
We
day.
used to do it like this. You had to hold it down. Seemed more natural. Like when we worked at the mill, you would always like hold it up to the side like that. Like, oh, you big pussy.
What are they, Asian? It's all sideways and shit.
Well, I mean, I'm just trying. My arms don't extend that way.
It's like slanted ass Asian
Anyone-
pussies looking like my
Slanted ass
eyes.
Asian
Can we say
pussies.
that?
I
Just
can.
did.
You
Uh,
can.
Dave- That's fair.
Well, hey. But anyway, I was thinking about all the possibilities because they were like
Oh yeah.
vodka, and my thought was, well, I guess if you're adding
Filter.
like Mio or any of those things, oh my God, filter your
Filter.
vodka.
Filter your vodka, then put it in,
Oh,
then the Mio. Oh,
somebody's getting hammered.
late 30s me just got on board.
This reminds me of when I've told the story of the rage tea, right?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yeah, that's just
I-
basically what happened.
I listened to that one. Yep.
Yeah, that's works for me.
Mhm.
The
Okay.
fun part about it is like here we are, we're gonna be dudes in our middle-aged dudes walking around with Borgs and be like, what the fuck is this?
No, what we're
Right.
gonna do is fucking Dwight Schrute it up and put it in a backpack.
Ah,
For
I got a
next level
camel
building.
pack.
we're gonna shroot it, but in a positive way.
Yeah.
We'll call we'll tell people, hey, it's in a backpack. It's called a carry you, a cyborg, CY Borg.
Also,
Carry your Borg.
I want to do.
Cyborg. I like
carry
it.
the V and there's no V.
There's no V.
It
There's
makes
definitely no V.
it makes me want to get a hand-drawn picture of myself with my phone number on it, and it says, "This guy's a creep. If you see him, contact David Deaton." And I want to hand that out.
I have a hand-drawn picture of you, I think, somewhere.
Okay.
We'll see if
So-
we can get a better one.
I feel like we need to make a bunch of copies of it,
Yeah.
print them out, and then I'll just walk up to random chicks and be like, "Hey, just trying to spread awareness
That's actually a good way to pick up on chicks, I think.
What
with
would
my
be- you know
actual
what
phone
else-
number on there."
Yeah,
you
trying to
could do-
spread awareness and butt cheeks, one paper at a time.
Yep.
Dave, what
I
you
eat
could
it
do-
from the back.
You need to shave, and then hand them out with just a mustache. So like it's clearly you, but like it's not you, and so
No, we
it's
do the reverse Dwight where he takes his and puts glasses on the picture.
the reverse Clark Kent.
Yes. Maybe even just have him draw the picture of him shaved, like just a
I don't want
Bare
to
face.
Or the picture. The picture is just me, full beard, with a pair of glasses on, right?
yeah.
And then when I hand it to him, or no, the picture is no glasses on, but I'm wearing glasses, and then I just take them off and like rub my eyes.
work.
Like if
Or we
you
could-
see that guy,
I could
I
also do one, but like the Unabomber picture or the not Unabomber, but the fucking
Oklahoma
airplane.
City bomber.
The guy that jumped out of the airplane.
Oh,
Oh,
DB Cooper.
DB's, yeah.
DB Cooper, yes. Do DB Cooper's picture, but with my number.
If
If you see this man, please call me.
Oh, that's what we should do next season. We already got it planned.
Yeah.
Robin and
We're
I
in.
just-
I live in DB Cooper territory.
Mhm.
Speaking of DB Cooper and his gold, did
Uh-huh.
you guys hear about what happened in Astoria with the boat recently?
I saw it. I saw the video.
Oh,
Nope.
so some guy apparently dropped off like a fish or something at the doorstep of the Goonies house, then stole somebody's yacht, took it out into really, really, really bad seas.
Like 20-foot wave seas.
Yeah, and rolled it, and it capsized out in the ocean, and then he got taken to the hospital and escaped. They later found him again, but like they took him to the hospital, and he pulled a Robin and just walked out the front door.
They didn't say I had to stay.
It
Man,
is,
that was an emotional roller coaster.
yeah.
Like he got away. I was like, oh, and then and they got him again. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, like the video of, you can see the way he's piloting the boat. Like he has no idea like how to attack the waves, so he's just kind of cruising along, and then a big wave comes and like smashes alongside the boat and makes it almost capsize. And you're like, oh shit, that's not good. And then you look to the left of the screen, and here comes an even bigger fucking wave. It's like,
Mhm.
here it comes. Yeah, for those.
This is
for
I
those-
picked
This
oh, here we
on
go.
Deadliest Catch.
So you see Coast Guards like swimming out there. They're like, oh my gosh, we got to save this guy.
This is only a 30-foot yacht.
Not knowing that this is the guy that stole the boat and doesn't know how to fucking pilot it. He's just like, hey,
They're like, sir.
Look at this. Here comes this big ass wave. This is about to. Oof. That's a breaker. See ya.
Oh, whoa, complete flip.
Oh, complete flip.
Oh, that's
Is that
awesome.
Ladies
Ashton
and gentlemen,
Kutcher?
we got him.
That was actually a solid movie for the Coast Guard.
Right?
I'll give that movie.
What was
props
the
for
name of
Coast
that?
Guard.
Do you remember?
Nope.
Coast Guard 2, Electric Boogaloo.
I
Yep.
think so. Yep, that was actually the official name. Yep.
Yep.
I'll
So
look it up.
I've been speaking of
It's
Ashton Kutcher.
it's the sequel to Coast Guard 1, Wet Down Under.
Oh, it's an Australian movie.
G'day,
Yep.
mate.
I am a part of the Coast Guard.
Yep.
Thank
Hold
you.
on. Let me check your undercarriage to see if it's moist.
Well, we got to get some known
Nailed
ferrous
it.
metals.
Wait, what?
What?
It's wetter than a drop bear dropped in the river.
Bloody hell.
Leave it out.
You got
It's
to look
like-
out.
Like using hoop snakes to play dick ring toss.
Dick ring toss.
Dick
I'm
Ring
just
Toss
gonna
is the
write
name
that
of this
down.
Episode. Yep. Just go ahead and write that one down.
Mm-hmm.
So, have you heard about this? Have you read about this? The Peeps flavor of Pepsi is coming back.
No,
Wait,
I did not.
That was a thing to begin with?
Yeah, they did it last year.
Super limited, yeah. The
yeah,
Guardian.
The Guardian.
The Guardian.
That
Yep,
was the name of the movie with Ashton Kutcher.
And
Nope,
Oh.
it's not Ashton Kutcher.
Kutcher.
Evan Malone. Anyway, Peeps. Dave just got it.
Oh,
Anyway.
I was just about to say, butterfly
Peeps.
effect. Y'all remember? Oh, yeah. No, I've got two things competing in my brain. First of all, Peeps, Pepsi, gross.
Mhm.
that
Like-
sounds disgusting.
Like,
I
why?
hate Peeps.
Like, why does Pepsi pick all the bad flavors? Like, the only thing they've done well is wild cherry Pepsi. Like, that's a superior cherry soda. But like, no, nothing else they do is better. Like, Coke's better than Pepsi. Vanilla Coke's better than vanilla Pepsi. Like,
I'll do lines of Coke all day before I drink a Pepsi.
this is, well, you might
Same.
do one then the
Same.
other.
Maybe.
Mm.
Hmm.
It's a Jack and Coke, not a Jack and Pepsi. That sounds fucking yeah.
When you go to a bar and they make a Jack and Pepsi and you can tell,
Oh, it's the worst.
It always feels like the Wish version of the Jack and Coke. Like I'm like,
absolutely.
this is not it. This is not
Yeah.
what I wanted.
Mhm.
They're like, well, it's cola. I'm like,
It
Yeah.
isn't. Yeah. Why don't you bring me a Royal Crown?
Look, my dad
exactly.
mixes with Coke Zero.
I've tried that and I got the worst fucking headache.
You can taste it.
The aspartame fucking
Yeah.
ugh.
But it's the it's the thing where fat people convince themselves that they're doing something.
Well,
If
so
they eat
here's
a
what
carrot
here's
with
what's
a
going on
donut.
there because I did it for years. I did and this is the same way we got to the South County Slam, but
You're cutting
I
the
did.
sugar.
Well, I'll come back to that. But I would do Pepsi Max with Jack or Evan. Tastes okay. I mean, like I liked them. I drank a lot of them. But what happens when you mix a diet soda with alcohol is your body thinks that it's getting those sugars. It actually isn't. Produces more insulin or vice versa. I can't remember the direction that goes. But basically, it fucks your shit up more. And you end up with headaches and worse hangovers.
Yep. And that whole insulin thing,
Uh-huh.
Dad doesn't mix anymore. He doesn't mix with those diet sodas.
Yeah.
Because he learned that that's actually not any better for you because it's fucking your body up.
And I've been thinking, like, I don't like drinking very much, but I want to drink. I want to drink. And if you're going to, tequila is the one that has the least amount of sugars. We learned this from Alex. Like he knew it. Well, I knew it before, but I never like thought of a reason why. But tequila has the least amount of sugars that are gonna fuck your shit up. I think vodka's right up there too. But
yeah, but
like
last time I checked, I'm not a communist.
Oh, that's why you get from Sweden.
Idaho has lots of potatoes.
You is the hoe.
And also, not very much vodka is made from potatoes.
Yeah, it's mostly what? Wheat
I
now?
don't remember what it's made from. I just know it's not potatoes.
We will make potato vodka.
Potato vodka.
No, I'm drinking the old tequila today. Oh, it's fucking blurry.
Well,
what is it? What's
the rocks?
What's that Dave water called?
I actually got the Terramana, the Dwayne Johnson tequila.
What was it called?
Terramana.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, got him.
You're too slow.
The son of a bitch does it all the time.
No, it's gonna count because I'm gonna allow it because of Skype.
Count it. Ding.
Skype delay.
Again, they don't call him David 5-second delay Deaton for nothing.
Oh, David pushing rope Deaton for nothing.
No, it's tequila, not whiskey.
Oh yeah.
I'm just joking.
Whiskey
I push
throttle
sober these days.
Whiskey dick. Why is whiskey dick and whiskey throttle like opposite effects, both named after whiskey?
I don't know.
I mean, I know why the whiskey throttle thing happens. Like you get scared and you just twist. You're like, no. Like I get that. And then whiskey dick, you're like, I just. No.
Yeah. Like, come on.
One you're going like this and terrified, and the other you're going like this and you're terrified.
It's both
like,
terrifying.
Please,
both terrifying.
Like, you're so pretty. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
This never happens.
That's when you better have a fucking on-point head game.
Yep.
You're like, I'll make it up to you. I promise. Come here.
Check that box.
So to speak.
Boing.
So last night, watched some basketball.
Oh yeah.
Oh, did you watch the Lakers game?
Yep. Well, some of it. I skipped basically the first half because I knew it wasn't going to go for 36 and a half.
He tried.
He tried. He got money. And then the third quarter, he's just like, all right, to hell. He like walks over to his kids. And this is like the funniest part of the whole thing to me. Is like, here we are in the middle of a basketball game, and LeBron James just walks over to his sons and is like, hey, should I just like score 16 points in this quarter? And they're like, yeah, you should just score 16 points and get it over with.
Well, did you hear him on the announce call? They were like, LeBron went over to his kids and said, I'm going to get 8 points this quarter. He lied.
Yeah, he lied.
Dude, what kind of man lies to his children?
What a dickhead.
Fucking.
I mean,
pretty much every parent in the world.
Yeah. We all lie.
Yeah.
And my favorite part about this whole thing is after this great moment in sports history occurs, like the morning after, all Skip Bayless can talk about is the fact that LeBron said fuck on TNT.
Psh, Tony Romo almost said the N-word.
He sure did.
He caught himself.
I enjoyed it because, again, I said it last night in the group text. You can say fuck. There's no FCC regulation over cable TV.
Right.
Hmm.
The only counter I have to that is with the TNT TBS in merger with Warner Brothers Discovery. Like Warner Brothers Discovery is like they're super tight on profanity and shit like that.
Oh, what are they gonna do? Stop showing
How
fucking LeBron James playing basketball?
How you gonna control live TV? Like,
That's a problem they're having with AEW. They may not end up renewing their contract because they don't like how frequently they hear the words fucking shit on on the air.
Fucking
well,
shit!
And the people stabbing themselves in the forehead is also not amenable to their.
well, it's not much they can. You can't really do anything though about LeBron. He's not under contract with them.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true.
Gus, sorry.
The
You gonna
one
stop showing the NBA now?
the one thing that makes me laugh, and I think I mentioned this to Robin, was because they stopped the game, didn't they?
Yeah.
To celebrate, like that's I think that's stupid. I think that's dumb as shit.
I was confused when you said it because they usually stop the game for everything like that.
Yeah. Anytime
Do
there's
they?
a big
All
they
the
always,
time.
like
Yeah.
you've watched
I
enough
think-
baseball when they're
This
like
wasn't like it was a new thing.
Well, baseball's like it's already a slow ass game that stops in the middle of the game just for fucking. Let me
The
adjust
ball-
my cup and
So now we
fucking
need
fix
more
my batting
exceptions
gloves.
for baseball.
the ball went
No,
through
I'm
the
just
net.
saying.
The coach
Mhm.
called a timeout, and then
I'm
I
just
mean
saying.
the guy. broke
Wait. There was a time. I didn't watch the game. I don't watch basketball. You guys know
Yeah.
this. I follow it, but I don't watch it.
Yeah, the ball goes through the net.
There was a
At that
timeout
point,
called?
it's a dead ball. The Lakers coach called a timeout, and yeah, then they
He
had
didn't
their.
call a timeout. They don't. It was already known. Both teams knew that if LeBron scored 36 points,
Was it an official's timeout then?
it was. And if that happened, they would stop the game, have a ceremony, and then continue the game from there. So I mean, it happened to be that there was only 10 seconds left in the quarter. So it was a really weird place. You
It's a
stop
weird
it.
place to do it, right?
Yeah, play
Yeah.
for 10 more
Okay.
seconds, and then they're like, "Oh, end of the quarter. We're gonna have another timeout." That's weird.
Yeah. You know what? I'm okay. Never mind. I was about to just throw up my hands and be like, you know what? I was wrong. But like, like
I'm
end
gonna
of the,
say you're
end of the
still
game.
wrong because
But here's the difference. You can
this is
say
what they
I'm
do.
wrong, but me admitting I'm wrong is two different things.
that's fair. That is very fair.
Because I was about to admit that I was wrong.
You still
Almost.
can.
I could, but right now, like I've already said it enough.
I don't even know
times.
that you need to, because I mean, like, I don't even care.
Yeah, I mean, that's
I know you're wrong, and that's all that really
Yeah,
matters.
you can have that.
Yeah, I mean,
and I
what-
can
what-
have that if I want.
So what? Like, let's just for instance, right? Like LeBron hits the shot and he goes back up the floor, and 10 seconds runs down, and then like they pass the ball inside, and someone just fucking packs it on LeBron, and he sprains his ankle. Well, now he's supposed to go and have a ceremony.
Right.
Yeah, like.
I mean, I'll go as far as baseball, a sport that I actually really enjoy, like love. So the sport of baseball.
Okay.
But anyways, so you hit a record amount of home runs, you run your bases, and then you take your cap off, wave to the crowd, and then you walk your ass into the dugout. And if there's
Bullshit.
going to
Cap.
be interviews,
Cap.
if there's interviews, you do it after the game. I think
That
this should
shit
be happening
goes
after the
on
game.
forever. When
It
Mark
does, no.
McGwire hit his 70th home run, that shit went on forever. When
No,
Barry Bonds hit 73, that shit took a day and a half for them to, for first of all, for him to get
No,
around the
I'm
bases, but then
not
for Joe
saying-
Buck to be like, Barry Bonds is the new home run champion. Let me make sure everybody knows I'm doing the call. Joe Buck here live from PNC Park in San Francisco. Rounding second base now. Barry Bonds, the home run champion. Joe Buck on the call.
No, you're right. I'm not saying it doesn't
Joe
happen.
Buck.
I'm saying even in a sport that I I enjoy to follow, like save it for afterwards.
Remember when
Like-
Hank Aaron hit 56 and like the two guys ran out on the field and were like giving him high fives as he came around second base? Like, yeah, we should do that.
No,
Or,
because I don't remember that because I didn't know English yet at the time.
Ichiro got 262 hits and they had a ceremony after that.
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah,
that
no,
I
I don't-
have
I
a
don't
problem
think-
them stopping the game for breaking their all-time scoring record. I mean,
Honestly,
it's happened once in 40 years.
John Elway got
Again,
the ceremony.
Again, I am conceding enough to be like, that's a good point. That is a good point. I just don't know. I don't know if I agree with stopping the game, no matter what kind of athletic competition it is. In the middle of it, like,
is there any point where it would have been acceptable to stop the game to you?
No, like finish the game and then do your ceremony afterwards. If Patrick Mahomes, let's just say at this Super Bowl, if Patrick Mahomes was to throw the record playoff touchdowns, like I wouldn't expect him to stop the game and be like, Patrick Mahomes now has
But they
the most
stopped the game
touchdowns.
for like an hour and a half for DeMar Hamlin.
The dude almost died.
They stopped the game forever.
But he didn't.
But did you die?
But did you die?
I lost my fantasy football championship because of that.
The jury's still out on that, on DeMar Hamlin actually being alive. All right.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna put on my tinfoil hat right quick. Okay, actually, I don't.
We're going to talk about that and the NFL being scripted again.
Okay, I'm joking. I'm not really putting on a tinfoil hat. I just find it entertaining listening to
Same.
the conspiracy theorist shit.
Right. Like, I don't believe any of those, but I do like listening to them to think, wow, how did you get there?
They are fun to stir up.
It's fantastic.
There is okay, I'm going to outright and say it. It's not going to get us canceled or anything. The whole vaccine thing. Like, I've been enjoying watching that, like them say random shit about it, but
Right.
I don't really buy into it completely. But
they're like, oh, he was vaccinated, that's why he died.
Again, I enjoy watching all this drama unfold.
Yeah.
Without
Tool did a song about
100%
this.
buying into it.
I enjoy watching my dad get all wound up about stuff like that. I wish I could remember the thing it was he said the other day, and I just fucking dumped on him. Like, it was something stupid about Joe Biden.
Probably taxes or something tax related.
I feel like it was the gas price. He's like, gas price is going to go up to $5 a gallon again. And I was like, and? What do you care? Are you going to fix it?
Yeah.
You got a solution there?
Yeah, what are you going to do?
Where do you even go?
Oh, it's the goddamn Democrats. I'm like, is it? Because I don't think they own all the oil.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the goddamn Democrats are destroying the oil prices around the world.
You saw how the gas price went down when Trump had it. Did I?
No.
Sure, I still feel like I was paying way more than I should. So.
Yeah. I was paying more than the $1.25 that I started paying when I was a kid.
Right. Man, I was talking about this the other day. I remember back in the day, my parents would be like, "Oh, here's $20 for gas." I would use 10 of it and then go buy Taco Bell.
Right.
Right.
And I'd still be able to drive around for the entire week.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
God.
Remember how cheap things were back in the day when I worked at that logging company, Robin?
Yeah.
My senior year of high school, I worked for a log truck company doing tires and fuel and shit for them. I would show up to the house we always partied at with $100 bill and then just be like, hey, let's get some alcohol. I may have had an early onset drinking problem as a child that
maybe
followed me into my mid 20s.
30s.
Late 30s. Fuck. Hold on.
Shit, there it is again at the door.
Son bitch does it all the time.
But yeah, shit used to be cheap.
They should have never given you money.
That's not how
That's
that
not
goes.
how it goes.
Oh God.
I saw your face as I started saying it too. You're like, is he gonna know?
hmm
Did you guys? I know nobody cares about the WNBA, but have you seen the owner of the Las Vegas Aces, who also owns the Raiders? They're starting to look into him skipping away or finding a way to circumvent the salary cap by promising these players, hey, if you take a pay cut on your WNBA salary, we have these businesses that are going to pay you to be endorsed by. Like, so you could take a pay cut, even though you just won the MVP last year. Come join us, and then you'll still get more money.
That's sketchy.
I like it.
I mean, like, yeah, right? Like,
I like
I'm
it.
a big fan. Big fan.
Mhm. I like it. I mean, they already complain about not getting paid enough.
If anybody's gonna cheat, it's Vegas.
Let it be Vegas.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
If you ain't
It's like-
cheating, you ain't trying.
It's like the professional NIL is what it is.
That's exactly what I was just thinking.
Professional NIL for sure.
The
Expected-
PNIL.
The PNIL. The
Penal?
I don't know if the penal for the
The
WNBA.
penal and WNBA contracts.
It's more of a strap on.
That was
Yeah.
actually the
strap-on
penal. That
contract
was
is what
actually
it
the
is.
league Brittany Griner was going to play in until they released it.
California penal.
Also, one of my favorite things in the world, different subject, is Jake's texts where he's like, "Yeah, I got tickets to A&W," and I'm like, did you get a root beer float?
Well, a lot of times I'm driving,
Mm.
and so I'm like, I'll be like, Aunt my wall, no shit, Aunt my mom, Aunt my A&W, fuck.
I get so usually I give like a sarcastic response like that, but sometimes I'll just sit there and guess and guess and guess in my head, and I'm like, bro, I have no fucking idea. But this one bugged me so much because you had just used it, and I was like, what did he mean the first time he said A&W? He said A&W, and I got real confused. I thought of like the Ambugas and Whoop Beer, like the old YouTube video. Do you not remember that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Back
And
when YouTube was Vine,
Yeah.
basically. Yeah.
I got
Does-
really confused.
Does AEW go to Washington very often?
They came last month.
Oh, that was the one you went to.
Yeah, it was the first time.
Okay,
but
all right.
He said A and W. Turns out
With
that
an
was Ant-Man and
ampersand.
Wasp. Yes.
Ampersand, yeah.
Which is the same way they spell A&W root beer.
Also, I am 36 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I called it the and sign for as long as I was in school. I just called it the and sign. I just learned yesterday, or maybe that was today. I don't know. I'm drunk right now.
Mm-hmm.
But the ampersand. Say that again, Jay.
Ampersand.
Ampersand.
No, ampersand.
Ampersand.
Yes.
See, it's like. Sorry, folks. English is my second language. No, it isn't. It's definitely my first one because I was a child.
You know where I learned what that actually is? Wheel of Fortune. Because they'll occasionally use the ampersand on there, and I was like, oh, it's got a name? Thought it was just an and.
Yeah, again, and sign.
Do
So
you know
you're
what-
the. Go ahead.
I was going to say, do you know what an interrobang is?
Nope. A Tara
So-
bang.
And
I know
Tara-
I know a chick named Tara.
Nope.
and
Pass.
Yeah,
Nope.
she's not getting banged.
No, wrong. Interrobang is an exclamation point and a question mark.
Oh.
Oh,
What is
right.
it called again?
Interrobang,
Like INT?
like an interrogation and then
Yeah.
a bang.
Tara bang.
Huh.
All right. I didn't know that they had a name.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I use that from time to time.
Of course, the writing man.
Oh. Well, that's why we ask him these things.
Yeah, right.
There's the ellipsis.
I know that.
I know that
Nope.
one.
It was like the other day when Alex was like, "Hey, can somebody help me proofread this?" I'm like,
Oh my
I
god.
mean, like, I can, but Jake's the guy, you know that,
Yeah.
right?
It was really funny, yeah, because like Bailey and I were talking about that later. Like Bailey's like, yeah, we all basically said the same thing. Like all of us will look at it, all of us will be happy to look at it, but you probably
Yeah.
want Jake to look at it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I was
Mhm.
like, I got into that thing, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna write him one.
Yeah.
Did you?
I did. I just wrote one.
Oh,
Mhm.
that's funny.
I
Well,
was like, here,
it's funny because I've always considered myself a good writer,
Mm-hmm.
mostly because I don't have to try so hard when it
it just
comes
comes
to
naturally.
yeah, it just comes naturally to me. So I have in my separate friend group, which was military guys, right? They'd be like, "Hey, Deaton, can you proofread this and let me know?" Blah blah. And I'm like, "Yeah, no problem." And I took pride in that, in being the guy that knew how to grammatically write things. And then I met Jake, and then I realized, oh, like I'm smart for an uneducated guy, and Jake is smart when it comes to writing shit. So it's funny, like the shit you go through in life when you get knocked down a peg and how you react to it, right? Because
Uh-huh.
meeting Jake and getting to know Jake, that shit knocked me down a peg, right? Because Rob and I, we've had this conversation before when
Mm-hmm.
we're hanging out, and it's not about just South County or Douglas County or wherever. We're normally, when it comes to normal people, we're the smartest guys in the group.
Mm-hmm.
We feel like it. So my writing was kind of a reflection of that. And then I met Jake, and I was like, oh shit, he's an actual writer.
You can actually write.
He actually knows this shit. Where I'm, again, an uneducated smart dude.
Thank you.
No, absolutely.
Yeah. I spent a
That's-
lot of time reading a lot of weird books.
That's why I feel like we need to get Jake writing more things.
No, absolutely. You
That's
need
why
to get back into that. Like, I love you, Jake, but like get some shit together and start writing again.
right?
Right?
Like years
Because
ago I asked him if he'd help me write a movie, and then I don't remember what he said, but we didn't write a movie.
mhm. When you were doing the sports writing, hey, do you remember that, Jake? I was about to say that.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Remember that time when you were in the Beatles?
Yeah.
that
That
was
cool.
awesome.
So when I first got out of high school, I wanted to be a sports writer. I thought that's what I wanted to be.
Yeah.
And so I did all like when I went to college, I was majoring in writing, and I wanted to do sports shit. And, I dropped out of college, joined the military, blah, blah, blah. I met Jake, and he's writing. There was a period of time where I was jealous of you because you were living out my childhood dream of being a sports writer. And you're good at it. You're great at it. So
Well,
you should do that.
if I was so good at it, I'd still be doing it.
No, that's not true though.
No, because you could
Because
write anytime you wanted. I
yep,
feel like
the world of known sports writers is so minuscule. That's like I love football. I love coaching football. I loved playing football. Not that's like me saying I should have been a better football player.
I should have been taller.
I wish it was a little bit taller. I wish it was a baller.
Okay, I'm still putting a lot of eggs in that basket. If I was 6'2", I probably would have gone somewhere. I'm still throwing that in there. But I'm just saying, writing and being a 5'8" middle linebacker in college football, and those aren't the same things.
How many sports writers do you think there are in the U.S.?
Oh, there's a fucking shit ton, but
Yeah.
who do you know? That's a difference.
Who do I know, or who does like the
No,
average person know?
The average person know. It
It's like
doesn't
asking
matter.
me how many PE teachers I know.
Yeah, it doesn't
The
matter.
same.
No, that's my point. It doesn't matter. There's people
What?
making money doing that shit. It's just a small fucking percentage of the population.
Well, my answer is between 7,400 and 9,300. It seems like they
That's
don't know. I think that 9,300 is what it was a few years ago, and now it's down to like 7,400.
I feel like those are numbers that fucking to keep Dave Water drinking me pulled out of my ass.
We need to come with a Dave Water like Borg.
We need to
Acronym.
make a Dave Waters shirt.
Just gonna write that down
Hmm?
in my list of shirts.
Oh,
I
I've
was
got a list of
talking-
shirts coming up.
I was talking to Bailey about it today, and he actually had something that sounded like kind of a good idea. And he was like, the MMA scene in Oregon is actually pretty hot. Like, it's pretty decent. Like, we need to find a way to get me into like the Pacific Northwest version of Ariel Helwani, and then have you and Bailey be like the Pacific Northwest marketing and outfitting guys.
Dude, I feel like that's not even that tough of a.
It's not, yeah. I just need to actually learn
Hold
something
up.
about go ahead and write that down. Because I've been thinking about stuff. And I think my interests have diverted a bit from writing necessarily like long form
become a
articles
media
and things like
group.
that. But I think what I've become more interested in is writing my own copy. Like I wrote copy for myself in the last episode of Ruthless, and as I'm going through it and reading through it, I'm realizing that I'm reading it, and I had written it for myself perfectly down to my knows.
That's so funny to me because I get it. I know what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Because I didn't want to improvise, but as I
Right.
was writing it, I knew what I would say in that moment as I'm reading what I'm writing. I'm like, I would say, right here, or I mean here, my insert verbal picadillo wherever. But like, yeah, it's like writing copy is fun, and yeah, that's interesting. I also had this idea for a movie, and I've been farming Jen for ideas. It's basically Clerks, but in a Starbucks, and I've been kind of
like the start of Zack and Miri.
Right, but actually just staying within the Starbucks and with less fucking, or maybe more fucking.
Actually, pump that shit up, dude.
Let's crank the fucking up.
Yeah, anal makes the fucking bowels move.
In.
Yeah, but eventually they come out.
Frosted turd.
Pull that plug.
The plug.
I don't know why that made me think of boats.
Boats and hose.
Anal, bowels, bow of the ship.
Bow thruster. That's what made you think of it.
Bowel thrusters. Bowel thruster. Oh my God, that's a shirt.
That's the name of the episode.
Yes, it is.
If I'm writing it down, it's a big deal. Bowel thruster. Oh my God, that's going above my bedroom.
Oh God. If you ever get a boat,
make a note.
That's the name of it.
Thruster.
Call. Like I'm gonna call him that from now on. Like because I deal with bow thrusters on a semi-regular basis.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna start calling them bowel thrusters and see who catches on.
We need to get, how they have the NIL jerseys? We need to get him one with bowel thruster on the back.
Oh, if anyone knows David Deaton, he loves his butt stuff.
That takes me back. So you guys know the Taco Bell on Coburg Road in Eugene, right over by the PetSmart?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So I was in the back seat of my dad's Ford Festiva one day, and we're in the drive-thru and looking in the window, and there's a softball team. This is back when softball was popping, so it's like the 90s. And there's a guy whose shirt says
Oh,
that's
a good one.
It's a good one.
It's like it's like the midget of shirts.
It just says Eddie Poon on the back of it. And my dad says, "Oh look, honey, it's Eddie Poon."
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
Oh my god.
It's so that's just like whenever I think of just random ass shirts or weird names on the back, like I have a permanent like frozen memory of Eddie Poon in the back,
Wow.
like number 9, Eddie Poon, number 9 in your.
But number one in your heart.
There you go. Thank you.
Yep.
You knew I was going to get
So
there.
somewhere. Yeah.
I'm just saying,
Program is
if,
what I couldn't find.
if you give me a Bowel Thruster NIL fucking jersey,
Number
wear-
69.
I will wear it. I'll wear it to every game ever.
Oh my god.
It's got to be like 0,
Until-
1, so it looks like the 0, and or maybe even 10. No, it's got to be 0, 1. The 1, and yeah, this guy gets it. God
It's got to be your bowl.
Your bull.
damn it.
Did I tell you guys about the dude with the sign at the Royal Rumble?
No.
I'll say this.
It was Queef, something Queef.
Yeah, very. So Roman Reigns comes out as the tribal chief, and
Yes.
this guy is following him around with a giant sign that says "Tribal Queef." And they found him and threw him out. But like
It's
he
pretty
got
awesome.
on camera like 3 or 4 times with the sign that said "Tribal Queef."
Nice. Wait, so Roman Reigns
Yep,
is the leader of the Say that again.
he's the tribal chief.
Tribal
See,
chief.
you would like this. He's a big Samoan.
Well, no,
and-
Not that big.
I would like it because for the exact same reasons why you're saying I would like it. But I've always had this picture of Dwayne, like Roman Reigns just fucking being an asshole, and then Dwayne Johnson showing up and being like, and just fucking slapping him and being like, "Hey, get your shit together. You're acting like an asshole. Like, this is a family business." I don't know if anyone else, I think like that.
all right.
Well, because isn't the Rock? I'm doing air quotes.
The Rock, yeah.
The Rock isn't
He's not
he
actually a rock.
Yeah,
He's
he's not a
He's
Rock.
not. I heard.
The Rock. But
Not a Rock. He's the Rock.
but isn't he supposed to be even in WWE, even in the lore? He's supposed to be Roman Reigns' uncle.
Yeah, they're all related.
Like they're really
Well, yeah.
related.
I mean,
yeah.
like,
The lore.
Lord, they're
Fucking
actually related. That's why they're called the.
no,
Bloodline.
that's. I mean, I know that they're actually related, but
but they're actually related.
Well,
No,
like
no,
actually.
I know
related.
actually they're rated. In real life, they're related. But I don't know.
I feel like the scene in
feel like-
Tommy Boy when David Spade's like, "You've derailed." Like, here
I
comes
should-
the meat wagon. You guys
Fat
in the
guy
back.
in a little.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
New guy's in the back picking his guts out. All because you wanted to save a couple
Save
bucks
few
and
bucks.
really.
Get out.
Get out.
Okay. All right. Hey, knock it off. Have they explored?
But you know,
You could have said 3 funnier words, and I don't know why.
Have they actually? Again, you guys are. Jake especially is a way more bigger, is a much bigger WWE
enough.
follower than me. But have they explored a story arc that involves The Rock and Roman Reigns, as far as The Rock being and the older uncle that's like, "Hey man, get your shit together."
No.
Okay. All right, that's what I'm looking
Oh,
for.
Well, they were planning on him doing a match at WrestleMania, but then he was like, "There's no way I can be ready by WrestleMania," which is his way of saying I don't want to.
There's no way
Fair.
I could be ready by WrestleMania.
Yeah, he's out of shape.
Motherfucker stays on trend.
yeah, but he
Nope.
doesn't have cardio.
Always ready.
He does not have ring cardio, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's not the same.
He'd want to be the Rock. He need
Not
to drop
a
like
rock.
yeah, he'd need to drop like 40 pounds.
This is my unamused. The Rock could handle it face. I didn't go to the Philippines at 17 years old and get a tattoo on my chest, shoulder, and back so that the Rock could
It
say
says
he
bowel
doesn't-
thruster.
It says bowel thruster in an ancient language that doesn't exist anymore, so that this motherfucker could say, "I'm not ready."
Well, you know, these people, they could have been anywhere in the world. I'm not ready. Make sure you check this out. Oh my god. Make sure you're checking us out on YouTube. You can see our beautiful smiley faces and the constantly changing comic books behind my head. Make sure you check us out.
Bowel thruster.
Definitely not selling drugs.com and badfacts.info. That's a place to go, place to be. You need to get bowelthruster.info, Dave.
Right?
But for this episode, this edition of my show with Alex and Jake, good night, universe.
Get your
That's
shit pushed in.
a podcast.
That's
Go
a
Ducks!
different movie. Go Ducks.